Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. Now today I'm going to be speaking with Ryan Fournier of Students for Trump. How you doing today, Ryan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not too bad. Now, briefly, tell me about yourself and how you're connected with Students for Trump.
Well, I go to Campbell University. I'm a sophomore. Students for Trump was created by myself and John Lambert in early October after attending a GOP event. The event's basis was one of the motivating factors was getting young people involved in the political process and helping the older folks with social media, since that is one of the things that they need the most help with during a campaign. So I decided, instead of helping out on a local level, why don't I do something on a national level? And there wasn't a student organization established yet for Donald Trump, so I decided why not? And I started a Twitter account, and it grew from there.
So tell me briefly what Students for Trump is. What is it you're exactly trying to do, and how are you really involved with students across the country, and what are you doing to get them involved in supporting Trump?
Well, we do a lot of campus initiatives, a lot of things where we go out on campuses. We show the students how they can get involved with politics. And Donald Trump, his policies are really understandable. You can understand them by watching some of his speeches or going to his rallies. So we really want to get students involved, go to rallies, get out to vote, go door knocking, phone banking for the local campaigns. The GOP has been a phenomenal help in getting some of our volunteers plugged in with the campaign. We just want to get young people involved in the political process. It's very important. Even if you're not looking to go into politics, it's very important to know what is going on around you in the government, because it's one of the most important aspects of society. So we definitely try to get all the young, youthful people involved and get them out there and helping get Donald Trump elected.
Now, roughly how many campuses across the country do you have students who are actively supporting Students for Trump and really, working with you guys and trying to get that word out?
I would say a little bit over 100. We have a careful vetting process. We hire campus ambassadors. We put them through a screening process. We check their backgrounds to see if they've what they post on social media, if they truly support Donald Trump. And then we put them through and they become a campus ambassador with us. The process has been going great. They go out, they table, they collect information data. We put them on newsletters. We send them information on when they can participate in certain events. We send them information on rallies. So that's some of just a little bit of what we do.
So that's something you guys do. You're posting where his rallies are, what the students can do to get involved, how they can go out in the community. What kind of things are you actually pushing out there, and what is it that these students at other campuses are receiving to get out there and help you guys?
Well, a lot of our push is through social media. We get a lot of people involved with social media. So whenever they go out and do events, we have them take photos, and we show the world and really the country what students are doing to help in this election. Students for Hillary, very small base of people. In fact, I think over the last 6 months of doing this, I've only met a handful of supporters who actually support Hillary Clinton that are students and they're out campaigning for her. So we're very proud of that. And every month we have about 3 million impressions on social media. So we're definitely dominating social media. We were the third most influencer at the GOP convention among news networks. So we're very proud of that as well. So social media is our biggest way of reaching out to millennials across the country.
Yeah, I saw your Twitter page for the first time a couple weeks ago, added you guys, and you guys quickly responded, said that you were fans of Infowars. And what I've noticed over the past few weeks is when you guys post stuff, I'm seeing people like Trump Jr., Eric Trump, his wives, other people within the Trump campaign who are liking and retweeting your posts. So how directly connected are you guys to the Trump campaign, and are they helping you guys get the word out to help get that vote out to the younger millennials and the people in college?
Most definitely. The Trump family, they're surrogates for the millennial movement. We've worked with them on events. They've been traveling across the country, going to certain, Trump campaign events and channeling the millennials. And they retweet our stuff, and we're very grateful of it. It gets more views. It gets more people know of what we're doing and how the students are helping Mr. Trump get elected. They've been phenomenal. We've been working with the campaign. We are a coalition. We're not official, but we have worked with the campaign in multiple different states. And we've been grateful for all the support we've gotten so far, and can't wait to see what's up in the next 60 or 59 days as it is now to Election Day.
Now, if there's a student out there that's involved in another college campus that doesn't have a Students for Trump organization, what can they do to get a hold of you guys, go through that vetting process, and become a surrogate for you guys as well?
Well, they'd be able to go to students4trump.com, and they'd be able to become a campus ambassador on their campus. And then what we do with that is, we put them in the system. We get them to know of how we organize on campuses. It's fairly simple. And then we connect them with the campaign in their states. It's very important that we, one of our side mottos is that we feed the campaign with volunteers, youthful student volunteers. So we get the students to go out to the campaign, help them out on the call to action, which is a large call to action happening nationally with the Trump campaign this Saturday. And that's what we're encouraging all of our students to go out and participate in, is this call to action day where they'll door knock and phone bank for the whole day. And it's paid for by the GOP and the state campaigns for the Trump campaign. So that is what we're trying to do. But most definitely go to our website, sign up to be a campus ambassador, and we'll get you plugged in.
All right, so what are some of your plans for the upcoming debates and the rest of the election cycle, getting people involved? Are you planning on attending any of these debates, the Trump versus Hillary debates that might or might not happen actually one-on-one? We saw the forum that happened the other day that was really lackluster. You had Matt Lauer, who was used to be a member of the Clinton Global Initiative, getting up there and really asking some bogus questions, trying to corner Trump. Are you guys planning on going to any of these events as this organization, and what other things do you have planned coming up this year?
Well, we do have a couple students that are planning to going to the Hofstra debate, which is the first one scheduled in New Jersey. And we do have a lot of watch parties across the country. One of the things we love to do is get the students involved, get them together, get them bonding and watching these debates and communicating. That's one of the biggest important things about, what we do is actually communicating the policies and understanding them. So when they're in the same room together watching these debates, and the questions come up, they can ask each other. So we're going to be doing debate watch parties. We've got the campus initiatives, Build a Wall Day, which was a really popular thing we did last year where students across the country, Washington State sprung a big leap on this. They built a wall on their campus to show support for building the wall. And then also the chalkening, which was something we coordinated as well with Dan Scavino earlier this year, actually. And we're going to be working on doing something of that again as well. But getting people involved is the big important part, and we're trying to do it effortlessly every day.
Now, what's it like for you being a Trump supporter on a college campus? College campuses that are littered with social justice warriors and crazed leftist communists that are all over the place. What's it like for you? What's your experience been thus far?
Well, Campbell University is the 25th most conservative school in the country, so I don't have really much of that to worry about, but I do have a lot of people that work with me. James Alsup, my national senior advisor, he works with us, and he's done a phenomenal job. But over at Washington State, he's had a lot of these incidents where people have, attacked freedom of speech. They've tried to suppress it. When Milo attempted to, come and visit Washington State, there was a big outcry, and the same thing with DePaul. Nicole Bean's territory up there. There's just plenty of opportunity for them to come in and step in and ruin events and ruin things. But, we stand through it all, and we prevail in the end. Freedom of speech is something that this country was built on, and we're not going to stop just because somebody is upset about it. And we're going to keep moving on. So, it has happened multiple occasions. I know UC Berkeley, it happened yesterday. They tore up some Trump signs. But what I say about that is they can tear up our signs, but they can't take away our votes.
Exactly. So is there anything else you'd like to add about what your organization has to offer? Just any final words whatsoever?
Check us out on social media and go follow us. The Trump campaign is looking for plenty of volunteers. The Student Coalition is looking for volunteers. And we need people to come out and help us. We need students to get out there, motivate other students to get out to the polls and vote. That's the biggest thing. So just go check out Students for Trump, check out our social media. And that's about it. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, Ryan. This has been Joe Biggs with Infowars.com.
Thank you, Joe.
Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war. Pathogens added to the food and water, and to the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex.
Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. Now today I'm going to be speaking with Ryan Fournier of Students for Trump. How are you doing today, Ryan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not too bad. Now, briefly, tell me about yourself and how you're connected with Students for Trump.
Well, I go to Campbell University. I'm a sophomore. Students for Trump was created by myself and John Lambert in early October. After attending a GOP event, how they can get involved with politics. And Donald Trump, his policies are really understandable. You can understand them by watching some of his speeches or going to his rallies. So we really want to get students involved, go to rallies, get out the vote, go door knocking, phone banking for the local campaigns. The GOP has been a phenomenal help in getting some of our volunteers plugged in with the campaign. The event's basis was one of the motivating factors was getting young people involved in the political process and helping the older folks with social media, since that is one of the things that they need the most help with during a campaign. So I decided, instead of helping out on a local level, why don't I do something on a national level? And there wasn't a student organization established yet for Donald Trump, so I decided why not? And I started a Twitter account, and it grew from there.
So tell me briefly what Students for Trump is. What is it you're exactly trying to do, and how are you really involved with students across the country, and what are you doing to get them involved in supporting Trump?
Well, we do a lot of campus initiatives, a lot of things where we go out on campuses. We show the students